So what is going on, everyone? My name is LittleMarMan. We have another zombies video. This one is definitely one of the most interesting, I think, that I've ever made, but this is basically a little bit of a Easter egg, I think. But basically, I was looking around the map like I always do. I was playing, going for high rounds, the usual stuff. I was playing solo, and when I was upgrading the electric bow, I actually noticed there was a little note right beside the urn, and then sort of when the round actually died down, then I went back to that same note, and when I got it into focus, it sort of had a few symbols on it, but these weren't like Apothecon symbols or anything like a language Treyarch actually introduced. This was either Japanese or Chinese, and I was pretty sure it was one of them. Now, I actually posted this note over onto a Chinese translation forum on Reddit, and basically they were like, well, this is Japanese, and I was like, oh shit, I am so sorry, I didn't mean to sort of post it in the wrong one. Obviously I recognize the language and stuff like that, but nonetheless, then I posted it over into an actual Japanese translator forum on Reddit, and somebody actually did get back to me. So somebody by the name of Cynicals, I think that's the way you actually do pronounce his username or whatever, but big shout out to him. A link to his Reddit will be in the description below, and of course the post. But basically this note is Japanese, and this guy actually helped me translate it, well, most of it basically. He did actually manage to translate the first two lines. Of course, the third line is a bit more blurrier than the rest of them, but nonetheless, this is actually a letter. I probably should have mentioned that. This is a letter, so the top left, which is the first line, is actually who the letter is addressed to, and basically that is our loved and respected majesty. And then the second line then goes on to many months have passed since your last order was received. And then I presume if this is the full letter, then the third line is going to be something along the lines of a goodbye or a salutation or something like that. But or it could be basically that we are worried or something like that, then a goodbye. This may not even be the full letter. I'm thinking maybe more of these pieces could be scattered around the map. I have taken a look, but I haven't actually sort of found anything too much. Basically, this is a little part or a little snippet of a note from probably a servant that worked in the castle when the king actually occupied it. So obviously we know that a king actually did occupy this. He had a lot of servants and stuff before it was actually sort of taken over by Germany and of course Group 935. A king actually did live here, and it is just really interesting that this is first of all written in Japanese. Was this like a Japanese king or something? Honestly, that was a part that I couldn't really figure out, but nonetheless, obviously his last order, like many months have passed, so obviously we know the king did die, but obviously since it was a good bit back, then it would be old age. But we actually do sort of use his dog, well, the ghost of his dog, to actually help us upgrade the wolf bow. And we actually break into his sort of grave, and he hands us one of the parts for that wolf bow as well. So it is definitely interesting that this is sort of around the map. There may be more, there may be a lot more, but of course, if you are not yet subscribed, definitely subscribe. I will bring you more information on this when more, of course, does actually come out. If I do get the third line translated, of course, I'll probably have it down in the comment section below or something like that, or an annotation link on the screen or something like that. But nonetheless, we did get the first two lines translated, and a big shout out once again to Cynicals over on Reddit. Hopefully I am pronouncing that username right. A big shout out to him. But nonetheless, that is pretty much it for this video. I thought it was really interesting that we have a little letter from a servant of the king that used to occupy this, of course, castle that is in the map of der Eisendrache. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all learned something. Do smash the like button if you did, and of course subscribe if you haven't already. And that's pretty much it. Peace out. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all in another video very soon. Bye.